Alright guys, confidence is declining amongst the Fed. The US consumer confidence declined again in November, and that is why you have saw a little bit of a dip in the market today, and home prices drop for the third straight month as US markets cool. And speaking of that, the federal government is about to backstop mortgages of more than 1 million for the first time in the United States. Now what this could mean is that when the housing market actually does collapse, the ceiling actually doesn't drop. This could potentially cause the housing market to rebound even faster, but not only that, this is a great revenue stream and strategy for the US government. People aren't going to be going over to the banks for these loans, and essentially the government is waiting on people to default so that they own your property. Get ready for a lot of volatility in the housing market and shit to go down really fast. So elaborating on this a little bit more, the Federal Housing Agency on Tuesday announced that the baseline conforming loan limit for 2023 will be $726,000, which is an increase of 12.21% compared to 2022. The federal government, through government-sponsored enterprises, for the first time ever, will also back mortgage loans north of 1 million, with the new ceiling loan limit for one-unit properties in most high-cost areas at 1.089 million, or 150% of 726,000. Alright guys, now to get into crypto, but real quick, I didn't give you a proper intro. My name is Lottery Stocks. We are going to be talking about AMC, a bunch of DD, what's to come for the markets, covering crypto, banks, lawsuits, price glitches, and more. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, or you just enjoy the video, please just hit that subscribe button. It's free. Get us to 10K subs. Let's get into the video. Okay, so Coinbase announces its wallet will stop supporting BCH, ETC, XLM, and XRP, citing low usage. And bankrupt crypto lender BlockFi says they have 355 million worth of cryptocurrency stuck on FTX exchange. Speaking of that, they come out and they sue Sam Bankman-Fried over $575 million of Robinhood shares, trying to seize those shares. Senator Ron Wyden demands financial data from Binance and other crypto firms, while Bitfront Crypto Exchange will soon close its doors as well. You are seeing the domino effect occur ever since FTX. More and more crypto platforms are going bankrupt. People are yanking their money out of crypto, and withdrawals are just hitting the roof. AAX's partner Victor Su ran away with the money, and AAX Exchange could also face bankruptcy. And all of a sudden, Russian billionaire, 53 years old, is killed in a helicopter crash near Monaco in latest crypto mystery death after another passenger canceled at the last minute. They mysteriously crashed in good weather after another passenger reportedly canceled, and this man is a third cryptocurrency entrepreneur to die unexpectedly in recent weeks, following a businessman, T. Calander, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, 30 years old, died in his sleep. This is kind of like the BBBY incident, but let's move on to what's happening with banks across the board. Before we do that, guys, I noticed a ton of you guys signed up. Some of you didn't even make an account, and some of you didn't even deposit. Honestly, it takes between 45 seconds and 2 minutes to sign up and create an account. After you get approved, make sure to go back to your app and deposit at least $1 to reap the benefits of getting up to 15 free stocks and a chance to win $60,000. That link will be pinned in the top of comments and linked in the description down below. Credit Suisse shares are having their worst run in 11 years. Shares fall as much as 5.4% on Monday to a fresh record low, and the lender has been hit by wealth management outflows and scandals, while India's central bank is about to start their retail CBDC pilot on December 1st. Now, one of the top 3 biggest market makers, Virtu, is suing the SEC regulator over records request, but not the way you think. The SEC didn't request records from Virtu. Virtu actually requested from them, and they say that the regulator failed to respond to the market maker's public request. Virtu said it submitted a request through the Freedom Information Act in June to determine if the SEC had met legal requirements to evaluate potential investor harm and market risks by weighing new rules for retail stock order handling and execution. Following up with that, Apple is to lose 6 million iPhone Pros from China plant. That is a shitload of revenue being thrown in the trash, and Volkswagen, Honda, and Yamaha have all suspended operations at various plants in China, reportedly due to COVID-0 policy. China is overall just not doing well. I also saw that people were committing suicide, and in China they were welding doors shut on apartment buildings. People didn't have enough food. They were jumping out the window. It's just, China is overall not looking good. And I don't know if I have it in this video, but China also said that a US Navy ship came into their territory, which violated some type of laws that they had. So this could get interesting, to say the least. Touching on COSM, this stock just continues to run and run day after day, and now all of a sudden buy orders are being wiped out just like it happened on AMC and GameStop and Ape. The market is ultimately just so fucked up, and that is what we are all here for, to fix. Speaking of that, Yahoo Finance is literally having another quote-unquote glitch, reporting that the Ape market cap is over 4.3 billion, and also apparently institutions are increasing their position on AMC in Q3 2022. Whether that is to lend out shares or whether they think the company will start doing well, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Now to get into the charts. Alright guys, the S&P 500 is holding on literally by a thread on this trend line, and in my opinion, it just broke below. It's not necessarily a full-blown confirmation that we will see more downside in the market. I would have to see a very, very low level like 368 for high confirmation, but in my opinion, playing puts wouldn't be that risky, even though the market will be volatile and we have a ton of reports coming out this week. So even though I am somewhat leaning towards the market falling, I probably won't play it, and I can't give you guys financial advice to play it as well. But essentially, we need the SPY to rebound and get back in this parallel channel come tomorrow, and if not, I do definitely see more downside for the market. Now we take a look at AMC's charts every day, and the one thing that I could see happening is AMC coming down to a trend line or a relative low before getting a major pop. Again, we've been talking about it. We need volume to increase, or we're not going to get that rip that everyone is looking for around this time frame. We do need volume to kick in. And we're not seeing that, right? At the time I'm recording this video, we have about 13 million in volume. I wouldn't be surprised if AMC came back down between 550 and 650 before getting a major rip. And I know we take a look at the charts all the time, but let me take you over to the 45-minute time frame and kind of just show you how it looks with where we've been tracking. So this is AMC right now. Get a very good picture in your head because I'm about to scroll to the June run-up, and it looks very, very similar, which is ultimately what we've been tracking, of course, because it looks too identical to not have something ultimately play out. And here it is, right before the June run-up. This is exactly what you see, and it looks like we are literally in this channel, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit of a retracement. This one came down from $9.70 all the way down to about $7.30 before getting ultimately that next move up. Also, just to close out the video, AMC's cost to borrow fee is still staying around the same range, which excites me. I definitely don't want to see that start dropping, but it is hovering around 40%, which is a good thing to see. Short exempts all over the place like usual, and if we do get that run up, there is a ton of calls for January 20th out of the money right now. If we do start getting volume and FOMO and gamma ramp, you could see something a lot higher than the $70 move that we saw back in June. But ultimately, guys, that is what I got for you for the video. Hit the subscribe. It is free. Don't forget to get your free stocks. You have to download, sign up, and deposit at least $1. Also, hit the like button and drop a comment down below. Love you all. Lottery Stocks out.